Hi, my name is Nina Lemieux, and I'm a senior studying Plan 2 in biology at the University of Texas, and this summer I'm going to ride on the Ozarks route. I ride for a number of reasons. When I was 7, my grandpa on my mom's side was diagnosed with lung cancer, and when I was a sophomore in high school, my grandpa on my father's side was diagnosed with bladder cancer. It wasn't the first time that either of them had cancer, but it was a shock to me when I was younger because I had never seen anyone who had cancer before, and when I was older because it was someone so close, someone who I admired more than anyone else in the world, someone who warms your hands when you come inside from the snow and can point out every kind of bird, and it was just a shock that he could have cancer. That was really hard for me because it was the first time I saw someone physically affected by cancer. I saw him at the beginning of his diagnosis, in the middle, and then at the very end. I think it was hardest for me to watch how my parents had to go through it. For my mom, it was really difficult because my grandpa stopped remembering who everyone was, couldn't remember that she was his daughter, but thought, oh, she was his wife. And that was really difficult for my mom. For my dad, he couldn't get back to Ohio to say goodbye. We Skyped in on that, and it's a wonderful thing for technology, but it's just really hard to see how being away from that when everyone else can be there really hurt him. Cancer doesn't really wait for anyone, and that's one of the reasons why I decided that I wanted to ride, because it's one of those things where you don't always get to say your goodbyes. I'm really excited about a program called Bicycle Buddies. I'm the coordinator for that this semester, and I'm over the moon about it. It's basically a pen pal program where someone with cancer, affected by cancer, the child of someone with cancer, a doctor, a nurse, anyone with any relation to cancer can be a pen pal to one of our riders on this summer ride. And of course the correspondence goes all throughout the spring semester, over the ride, and hopefully beyond that. When I applied for T4K, I cared most about building communities because I realized how important it is to have those people supporting you. And I think Bicycle Buddies is a chance to do that, another way for T4K to build communities both on the ride and just in the surrounding area. So I'm pretty excited about that. This answer changes a lot, but I think I most relate to the pillar of hope. The other two pillars are knowledge and charity, and I think over time and over the last year I've realized that people will do so much more for knowledge when they have hope, and they'll do so much more for charity when they have hope. And I did so much more related to cancer and cancer awareness and prevention when I had hope. When you have hope, you are much more willing to sacrifice your time to talk about things, to be open about things, because it's not necessarily a dismal thing. And I think that's really important both for communities and for friends and families to realize that hope is the thing that you need to build if you really want to beat cancer. And I think that's why I relate to the hope pillar the most.